Hi, this is English Notes with Angie. In the coming days, you will be seeing a lot of posts about tree diagramming, or what we call as parsing. Being an English major, this one is crucial specifically for the core subject structures of English. So if you have any difficulty in doing this one, you might want to try to watch my video. You can also check this out in my YouTube Flip channel because I will also be uploading this. For this part, I will be having the introduction wherein I will give the formula for noun phrase and verb phrase. All right? So if you're ready, you might want to tune in now. Also, please take note that my reference for this video is the grammar book. This is like the Bible for English majors that is written by Salzmorsha and Larson Freeman. So if you're ready, let's now start. Hi there. The first thing you have to know is that a sentence can be expanded when with a subject and a predicate. Okay, so those two. Now, aside from this, we have other options. Okay, so we use this one, okay, just to say that any of this will do. Another formula that we have is the sentence modifier, which is not obligatory to the nth power. What do we mean when we say nth power? It means that it could have as many sentence modifier as we can. Okay, so nth power, the sentence modifier, and of course the sentence core, the S score. Okay, so sentence core, meaning this one is obligatory. So if you don't see any parentheses, meaning it is obligatory, but if you see a parenthesis, that is optional. How do we actually expand the subject? So we expand the subject in this phrase. We have here the NP, or what we call as the noun phrase. That is very crucial. A noun phrase, I assume that you already know this, it always consists of a noun. So how do we expand now the noun phrase? So there are different options. The first option that we can have is having a determiner raised to 3. So there could be at least, or sorry, maximum of 3 determiners we can use in a sentence or in a noun phrase. And then we can have the adjectival phrase, the AP, that is also not obligatory. And then the noun, of course. Then here we have the PL, the inflection, which is plural. For example, the noun is plural, so we have to put PL and then the prepositional phrase. Okay, so that's the first option that we have. Now, the next one, it could be as simple as pronoun. Okay, under the NP, we can have as simple as the pronoun. And third, we also have another options, the NP bar, and then we have here, along with the NP, so sino yung pwedeng kasama
So
yung
this
NP?
time, let us
We can
try
have another
extending
NP,
the tense here, the letter
adjectival
3.
phrase,
The
and
tense
then
could
the
either be present
prepositional
or
phrase.
past. So, dalawa lang
What
yung
is under the
pagpipilian
predicate?
kapag T yung pinili.
This is the VP or
Ngayon,
the
ito
verb
namang modal.
phrase.
Wala naman
Okay.
siya under. You just have
So
to
in
write
extending the
the modal.
auxiliary,
The
we
modal,
have
yung
these
pipili pa
options.
could, can, whatever it is.
It's either
Then we also
tense,
have the
okay, it
PM or the
indicates the tense,
phrasal
or
modal.
it
All
could
you
be a
have to do
modal if
is
ever
you
you
put it under
encounter
the
modal.
auxiliary
Any of these
along
two.
with
And
tense.
then it's
So
possible
kapag
that this could be a phrasal
kapag
modal,
pinili niya yung phrasal modal,
a
tense
perfect
indicator
tense.
ang kasama
Okay,
niya,
so we have
or
perfect,
tense
or
itself.
maybe it is
So,
a
paano naman
progressive tense.
ini-extend
Well,
to?
another,
PM.
it is also possible that we have
Hindi
here
siya
the
in-extend as in
imperative.
PM lang, kung ano lang. Need to, ought to,
If ever
then
that
let's
the
have the
sentence
perfect
is
tense. We
passive,
should have the
we can
has,
also
and
write
then
here the word pass.
EN
If
itself.
it
We
is
could also have
passive,
the
okay?
progressive. Sa progressive naman, B and then the ING. Ayan po yung importanteng structure whenever we talk about the progressive tense. Now let's focus how the VP can be extended or the verb phrase. So these are the following options. We have a copular verb, which are the is or was were, also known as the linking verb. Then the it could be joined with either noun phrase, adjectival phrase, or prepositional phrase. Any of this. Basta laging partner si copular verb. Then, if wala namang copular, just the verb, just put letter V itself. Okay? But it is possible that it is accompanied with other phrases such as the noun phrase raised to two. So, pwedeng dalawang noun phrase yon. And prepositional phrase. Basta may verb, okay na. Ayan yung pwede niyang kasama. Then, there's another, pwede din na phrasal verb. So, what are these phrasal verbs? These are come in, come out, accompanied with a noun phrase. And it's possible there is also a prepositional phrase. Okay, so these three options are all under the VP. Mamimili ka lang dyan kung anong fit. So let's try this example. Angie teaches. So how are we going to do it? We will start first with the subject, and then the other side we have the predicate. Under the subject, as to say, it could be extended to noun phrase, and once we extend it into noun phrase, Angie is a noun. It's a name of a person, so all you have to do is noun and then Angie. Then under the predicate, we have here the auxiliary, which is the obligatory part. What's the tense? Past or present? Okay, so it is in present tense. So you have to include T. It's not a modal, so we put letter T, not M. It's also not imperative, so we put letter T. Okay? Under this, we are going to use plus 3 and then singular. The plus 3 indicates the third person, so that Angie and then the teachers will have the subject-verb agreement. It will show the subject-verb agreement. Then with the VP, we just have under the V, it's teach. As simple as that. That's it. Here, we're going to call the letter S, the sentence itself, as the root node. Okay. Then we have the subject and the predicate as the branches. Okay. And then we also have these words as the leaf node or the end node. Okay. So these three are the parts of the tree diagramming. We call this a parent node, yung mga anything na merong anak. Okay, may branches. And then yung child node naman, yung under the branches. Okay? So let's have another one, the girl dance. Dahil may subject and may predicate, so as it is, we continue with the NP. Under the NP, we had a determiner, the article. Okay, then under the NP, we also have the girl, which is the noun. So just write here, girl. Then with the predicate, we also have the auxiliary. The tense is indicated, so we put here, is it past or present? Of course, it's past. So T and then past. It's not a modal, it's not anything imperative. Then VP, V, dance. As you see, the dance should be in the base form. So now we're done with the past and present tense. How about if it's a future tense? Let's try this one. So we have again the S and then the subject and the predicate. The subject here, I, is what we call as a pronoun. So under the NP, we have a pronoun, right? So I. Then under the predicate, again, we will include here the auxiliary, which is obligatory. Under the auxiliary, is this a tense? There is. However, it is more appropriate to say that this is a modal. Okay, because wala namang nakalagay na future, past or present lang, right? Walang future dyan. So, hindi mo lalagay yung letter T. Instead, we have to put the M and then the will. Then the sleep, verb, then sleep. Simple as that, okay? Another parsing that we can try is the perfect tense. So we have here again the subject and then the predicate. Under the subject, she is a pronoun, so we put here like that. Then under the predicate, we have the auxiliary. Is there a tense? Yes, there is. Had is a past tense, so you put here auxiliary. And we all know the had brought is a perfect tense, right? So all you have to do is under, okay, the auxiliary, aside from the letter T, di ba may kasama siya? Yan o, T. And then we can have the phrasal mode, the perfect tense, and progressive. Had bought is a perfect. So we have here perf. And then under the perf, paano natin ina-extend yung perf? We have the have and en. Diba? Ganyan natin siya sinusulat. So with this, lalagyan natin have. Kahit had yung nandyan, have pa rin ang isusulat natin. Okay? Then, en. Pero yung en, wait lang. Hindi pa yan tapos dyan ah. Babalikan natin yan later on. So, punta muna tayo dito sa may VP. So, we have verb and then the word by. Kasi again, base form lagi pag under ni verb. Dito natin ilalagay ngayon si en na natitira. Yung kanina nating in-underline. Okay? Kasi dapat two branches si perfect eh. May have, tas may en. So, si arrow, papupuntahin natin siya doon. Okay? Ganyan po. So, may pa-arrow dyan sa en to indicate that there is a perfect tense. Right? So, after that, doon na tayo sa NP. Then, under the NP, we have the determiner, the article, an, and the are articles. Balikan lang natin yung pattern kanina. So, adjectival phrase, there is an adjective, so new car, so you put here the new, and then another branch for the noun, which is the car. That is obligatory. Okay. This time, let's try this progressive tense. Kyla is arguing with Michael. So, subject, noun phrase. Sorry, there should be a noun here muna. Sorry, noun muna. Then, Kyla. Then, under the predicate, we have the auxiliary. Under the auxiliary, we have the tense. It's a tense. It's a present tense. Lalagay natin ng +3 because Kyla is a third person and then it is also singular for the subject-verb agreement yan. Okay? Then, is arguing, okay, is a form of progressive tense, is what I've told you. So, saan natin nalagay si prog? Under the auxiliary. So, we just have to put here prog. Yan. Then, anong laman ng prog? There should be the word be. Kahit is or was, where, be yan lahat. Okay? Then, under the prog, may ing. So, wait lang, hindi pa tapos yang si ing, parang kanina sa perfect tense. So, ganyan na muna. Babalikan natin yan later. So, let's have here the verb phrase, which is the argue. Right? So, under this one, there is the verb argue. Tapos, doon natin to ilalagay si ing. Kaya we put the arrow there para lang makita na Kyla is arguing. Now, yung with Michael, with this one, hindi natin siya ilalagay under the VP. Instead, maglalagay tayo ng panibagong branch, which is the adverbial. Pero, we will not discuss it yet. Ito muna tayo sa may subject and predicate, particularly the noun phrase and the verb phrase. Later on, kapag nakita niyo yung triangle, ibig sabihin hindi pa yan tapos. Alright? See you for the part 2 of this video.